Hello everyone. How are we doing today? I hope you are all doing good. We're going to continue with the lesson, particularly where we left off. In our last unit, we were on Unit 4, Holidays and Celebration, Lesson 4, Developing Writing Proficiency. We're going to continue in page 35, where it says Sentences about Holidays. Of course, this, just to give you a preamble, this has to do with what we were working on in last lesson, where we would change the sentences, correct? In a way that it would go from an imperative question to a declarative question. For example, open the door is open. In this case, the way we're going to see it is in a specific way, using holidays as an example. It's in this way we expect to understand it better. Sentences about holidays. The three most common winter holidays are Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa. While reading, look carefully at the types of sentences used in the passage. Christmas. What is Christmas? Christmas is an annual celebration to commemorate the birth of Jesus Christ. This day is celebrated on December 25th. Christmas comes from the phrase Mass of Christ. Billions of people celebrate this day. Mass of Christ en español significa Misa de Cristo. Today, Christmas is celebrated in many ways. Many people wait for Santa Claus to leave gifts under Christmas trees or stockings. Others sing carols, some decorate with lights and other materials to represent the imagery of Christmas. Stockings son las mediecitas que hemos visto en televisión y algunas personas lo hacen aquí, que ponen medias para que le pongan los regalitos allá adentro. Carols son villancicos. En Puerto Rico, people tend to sing during Mass, en la misa. The colors that are most used during this holiday are red and green. Additionally, many traditions are held during Christmas. The most common are gifting, singing carols, family dinners, going to church, leaving cookies and milk for Santa, and nowadays, GPS tracking of his sleigh. Yes, estamos usando satélite para perseguir a Santa Claus. So, yeah, technology marches on. Most importantly, many people believe that Christmas is a time for unity and reflection. If you celebrate Christmas, think about what you do during this holiday. Let's start by using Christmas in a way to evaluate what type of sentences are being used. First, right off the bat, what is Christmas? That is an interrogative sentence. It's a question. You can recognize the symbol over here, and that way we know that is a question. Additionally, the next sentence in line, Christmas is an annual celebration to commemorate the birth of Jesus Christ, is a declarative sentence. How do we know that? Because it uses it presents the verb after the noun. Christmas is a celebration to commemorate, right? Now, a little later on, billions of people celebrate this day. That's an exclamatory sentence. Why? Because it has a very noticeable exclamation point. Lastly, the last sentence, if you celebrate Christmas, think about what you do during this holiday. That is an imperative question because it's telling you to do something about it. Hanukkah. Have you heard about Hanukkah? Pay close attention. Hanukkah is a Jewish festival. The word Hanukkah means dedication. This festival is celebrated around December, but sometimes begins in November. An important image in Hanukkah is the menorah. A menorah holds 9 candles, and every night one is lit. We all remember a menorah. We talked about that in the last test. It was one of the words in the vocabulary. Remember the story where the young kids were visiting their family member, their cousin, I believe, and they were not relating because, hey, it was Christmas and they celebrated Hanukkah. They learned a little bit about it. But one of the important words were Hanukkah and menorah. Hanukkah is also a time of giving. Jewish families give and receive gifts and play with toys like dreidels, tops with Hebrew letters. The most eaten foods are those fried in oil. Dreidels son trompos. If you see over here, this is the handle where you spin it, and whatever Jewish letter comes up is part of the lesson of Hanukkah. When it says fried in oil, it's not any oil, no? I don't know, canola goya or whatever. It's a sacramental oil. Kwanzaa. Do you know what Kwanzaa is? Kwanzaa is a festival that celebrates African heritage and history. It is mostly celebrated in the United States. This festival begins on December 26th and ends on January 1st. Similar to Hanukkah, Kwanzaa uses a candle holder called a kinara. A kinara holds 7 candles. Each day of this festival represents a different principle. I am sorry to say that I'm not very versed in Kwanzaa. But we can also use this one as well as the one for Hanukkah to identify what type of sentences we're seeing. Here we have the first one again is an interrogative question, an interrogative sentence. It's a question. Kwanzaa is a festival that celebrates African heritage history. This exclamation point. It is mostly celebrated in the United States. That makes it a declaration. And interesting. They didn't use imperative sentence. Well, that's okay. It's not easy to add it in everywhere. It says, did you observe all the types of sentences used in the previous passages? Different types of sentences can create a variety of in text. This is the point where we change and we have types of sentences. Just going, declaring stuff, point A, point B, point C, that's boring. What we want is people to talk to us in a manner that makes us interested in what they're saying. For example, if a speaker is standing behind the podium and instead of saying, my name is Pepe, I'm here to teach you to talk about Abraham Lincoln, it could start like, greetings, my name is Pepe. Do you all know who Abraham Lincoln is? Well, you see, he was the 16th president of the United States, and etc. That's an example of something that is more dynamic, interesting. I think this is enough for today. Please read and check out what we're doing here. I will be assigning more work during the week and the next weeks, but I'm enjoying reading this part. I uploaded this lesson and other lessons too, so you can check them out. I'll be sure to arrange them so they're easy to access. Have a very nice day. This is Mr. Marty. Goodbye.